Alright, I've done a little more work. Well, very big emphasis on the little. I just did this in the 5 minutes before the race. So, we've got some more air pressure in the rears. I've dropped the front roll bar down to a 1.5, and I've went one click up on the track bars, and then went to a 425 on the gear ratio. That got me a fairly decent lap in, well, practice times are now gone. That's weird. I ran a 4.41 in practice. Then I tried something with the tire pressures that did not work, and so now I'm starting second, but also the number one car, so a little weaker field, and we don't have those big hitters up here, so a little smaller field too. There we go, 4.41. But yeah, hopefully this goes a little better, and I can stay on all four of the tires. So, getting ready to roll off now, and just gonna have to manage the car. The good thing about old Phoenix is if it's a little loose, you can just run a little higher. So that's our option to start off, and then hopefully the car comes in, and hopefully I can not be terrible. Now we won't have to go to the rear to try a tire pressure change, and yeah, just looking for a good race. Wasn't going to do this second race, but here we are, so we'll see if the changes work. That's kind of what I'm missing most of the time in all these races that I run, is that second race where I can make improvements or changes. So let's hope this works out. So we got the inside open. Ease it in here. No need to go too hard right off the bat. Top four pulling away. Third row got a bad start. I'm sitting a little lower too so I can see my tack. Not going to push too hard right now. Just hold position and get what we get. This guy seems way too worried about the draft, so I'm going to let him continue to do that, and we will just run our line, and he's not looking too good through the corners, so maybe that's where he should be focused. Still a little push, might just be driving too hard.
27.68.
Use a bit of that apron to get it to turn in the last half of the corner.
27.74.
There was a little bit of looseness through 1 and 2. So fairly good through 1 and 2, a little worse through 3 and 4. It's a bad arc into the corner. Luckily, he's driving in too deep and pushing up and losing speed, so we didn't lose too much time to him. Working on lap 8 though, and no one behind is looking all that strong. Hard to tell though what's going to happen. I think long run handling will come into play a bit.
27.749.
So 0.8 behind.
27.729.
Up to 0.9 now. Do a big arc, late apex, and slowly losing time on the tracker, but not losing time to the leader, and gaining time on the cars behind. So we're in a good spot right now. Just got to keep the right sides balanced. Don't overheat the front, don't overheat the rear.
27.754.
Little bump right in the middle of 3 and 4. It kind of rotates the car.
27.769.
I have a feeling that the 3 cars right front is just going to die the way that he's pushing out of the corner so hard out of 2. Got a wrecked car here, and we are under caution.
Pit road is closed right now. Letter 7, carbide. You had the position when the yellow flag came out. Letter 7, carbide. You had the position when
Alright,
the yellow
he's
flag
stopping.
came out. Catch up, 3, car.
Alright, so feel pretty good right now. No need for tires. And, yeah, I think we're in a good spot.
Pit road's open.
Little cloud cover too right now. Just get a bit of fuel burnt off. But setup feels fairly good. I think it could just be a snug looser, but we'll see what happens when we get to the end. This race is kind of taking the same turn so far, except for I'm not going to be dropping to the rear this time. And it's not as tight of a race.
Letter 6, carbide. You had the position when the yellow flag came out. Closed. Pit road is closed.
Alright, well, let's see. We've got 44 to go. Fuel usage is going up. Tire-wise, I don't think we have too big of an issue. Like, there's no... The biggest thing with the tires is going to be, if I do pit, I can't get trapped behind other people. I think even on 20 lap old tires, I've got the 2 and the 11 and the 4 covered. So what I need is a long run so this 3 car burns up his right front, because that looks like that's what was happening. So don't need to try to beat him on the start. That's not the goal. The goal is just stay ahead of the 2
1 lap to green.
and
1 minute 6.564. You're on the outside this time.
then yeah, just wait for the 3 to make a mistake. So that's the plan, is just wait for that to happen, and we won't get a good start, because that's just how it works for me on the outside. But all we got to do is beat the 2 car into turn 1.
About to go green. Stay focused. Post car is off. Time to do your job. Green, green, green. Pit road
2 car got a bad start, so that's good.
1 minute 3.537.
Now everyone's just got to keep it together, not wreck, and get a long run. Overdrove that there. Just settle back in. Good to see the sun. Feeling good about my chances with this 3 car. He's a little pushy. Don't ask me what I just did there. And as I put more pressure on him, he should get worse off. You can see just how much he pulls away on entry, and then we gain it all back right here. So I'm good hanging out here for now. We're not even halfway yet.
7.843.
He'll continue to use up his stuff a little more being out front. Didn't get a good turn there. And that's going to be great.
27.945. Okay, you are the leader. Three car ahead. Go high.
Okay, well, I guess that's one way to pass him. Hopefully he doesn't reappear. Do not know why we have so many people slowly going around the track. Must have been quite a big mess right at the tail of the field for that last caution.
27.969.
We're at a 0.6 back to the 2 car. And pulling away like we were last run. Little bit of apron there, helped rotate it. Don't need it to rotate that much though. Oh, 2 car got a little loose or something off the corner.
Coming up on halfway here. 27.88.
And he was a little pushy there, so we're up to a second lead now. Might run just a little bit higher in 1 and 2 for the next few laps, just because the right rear is getting a little hot. And that's why it is starting to jump a bit on me, I believe. Or I'm just too loose and I'm about to pay for it.
28.011.
Alright, up to 1.2. So, just running a little higher in both corners until I feel like it's getting a bit tight. And then I'll go back down to the bottom. 1.6 back.
27.925. Car outside.
Car moves out of the way. Thank you. Car's feeling great at the moment. Not tight, not loose. Just how I want it. Can kind of put it wherever. Now it will snap on me in 1 and 2 if I do that completely wrong, but really wish I would have had this set up. The few changes that I did to it in the first race would have been interesting to see how far off I was from that quick guy. Still wouldn't have won, but I think we would have been not as bad off as I was. Yeah, it's a little loose. 20 to go this time by. 2.1 second lead, so none of them are catching. Let's just get this to the end. And let's hope the 3 car isn't going to try to prove that he would have won by just staying in front of me, because I think it was clear we were going to pass him. At least it was clear to me. Oh, where's this guy gonna go? Right in the middle of the track.
The car outside. Outside is clear.
Alright, they're fighting for position back there, so they've lost even more time. They're about to 4 seconds back. And we're not going to catch the 3, so that's good. He's got some fresher tires on, but he's also fueled all the way up after he got towed back. Nice and boring race. It is starting to get a bit loose, but that's better than getting a bit tight. Let off the throttle a bit hard on entry there. You know what? We don't have to go hard. Fast laps are not gonna get me any extra bonus. Let's just drive it through 1 and 2. Avoid all these cars that are going 5 miles an hour. Get to the end. hopefully come away with the win. .7 behind, so we're still pulling away at the moment. Really backed it off there. Didn't want to get in a bad situation. Running a little bit higher to get that right front heated up just a bit more. Oh, the 2 car is out of the race now. Or on pit road. Don't know if he was in a wreck or what. 5.2 seconds back.
To go, this time by.
5.5, they are racing. Please do not crash. I do not want to have any more time added to this. Got a big pile of cars in front of us as well. And second place is now gone. Boy, got on that apron. Alright, just sit in the middle of the track. That's perfectly fine.
Clear up top.
Trying that higher line, seeing what it does. 7.2 back. But there's been multiple issues now with that battle for second place. It's 2 cars out, and then the 11 has vanished.
28.199. You got 5 laps to go.
Oh,
Go high.
fuck.
The yellow flag is out. Line up, single file. Next up, 9. Go.
Alright, well, definitely not pitting. Even though there's only 5 cars on the lead lap. But I don't even think we're going to restart this one, maybe? At least we didn't get wrecked there.
Catch the pace car.
I could not see him. And, yeah, I was just waiting for that to appear in front of me. Luckily, he locked it down and gunned it back to the bottom.
faster, 14 car.
Alright, no one's going for tires, so that's good. Probably ending under yellow, which is annoying because we're going to have to just pace around this whole time. But, come away with the win. We'll call that good. Be interested to see what the tires look like, but we're not going to get a decent temp reading on them, and wear's really not a thing with these tires, but maybe they are on a bigger track. So we're going to be 2 to go here. Yeah, we're not restarting, are we? So that's going to be a W, but unfortunately didn't get to make it an exciting one because when we were about to go for the pass, car just disappeared in front of us. But I feel like we had that win. Planning on sharing the set because I'm not running anymore. Hopefully this gets people not to give money to people selling sets. It's not that speed quality, but I think it would help a few people. So take a look at the running order. We got 6 cars on the lead lap. We'll have to go back and watch the incidents because not sure what happened to the 2 and how the 11 ended up in 5th. But much better than the last one. But also not too much racing was needed. Really wish I would have had this put together for that first race, because that would have, although we probably still would have wrecked, I feel like would have been in a better position and not falling back like I was. So as always, under caution, do not drive back to the pits. Just park it in a safe spot before you get back to the pits, so you can get a black flag on accident and disqualified from the race. But Tour Mod win at Old Phoenix. I think I've got quite a few wins here. I know Sprint Car was really good to me back in the day here, but here we go.
Yeah, we did it. Too bad it wasn't for $1 million.
Let's park it here, go share the set, and call it a day. So, let's check this out. Control 3 to check out next incident. 7 cars spinning, 7 car in the wall, 7 car blown up. 5 car driving too hard through the center, snapping, overcorrecting, rip the 10 car. 13 cars spinning for the 100th time, I think. We'll see. He's the one that screwed us over. There he's almost spinning and gets it done for the 2nd time. And for the hat trick. wait, that wasn't even his last. There's the 11 spinning. Fourth time's a charm. Luckily, we didn't get involved in that. And there's the race. So, that's, that's the race. So, hope you enjoyed it. Let's check out results real quick. Not going to gain a whole lot of anything from that. We've got 56 iRating and 13 SR, 118, so I should have finished first or second to get my normal points. And, yeah, unfortunately kind of boring, but I will take it if it's a W. So, thanks for watching.